Hey, this is Tom Swayze here. Maybe some of you guys might have been wondering what happened to the walnut table that I started last year. Well, here it is. We're going to continue it today and bring it to the finish. Last video, you saw the lap joints being made using the dado blade and the table saw. And in this video, you're going to see the gluing and the clamp up of the boards to make the table, and then the sanding, and then the final finish. The result was really pretty nice, and you'll see that at the end of the video. Unfortunately, lost some of the video sections on this, so the clamp up is missing, but so you're probably wondering why I'm not using a special tool for applying the glue. Well, this is kind of how I was taught. My dad was kind of a simple guy and just enjoyed doing things with his hands as much as possible. So, using your fingers and your hands, and that's why I am putting this on with my fingers. Does allow you to get a really good coverage, and I think it's a good way to go. And plus, this type of glue comes off readily with a little bit of soap and water. Clamp up, I just did one joint at a time to make it easy, so I wouldn't get too far ahead of myself. And you can see if you had two clamps holding the joint together in the vertical direction, then also have a larger pipe clamp that's used to squeeze the joint tight. Then after that dries, I go on to the next joint and continue doing that until I finish one of the boards. And then there was 6 boards on here that I did all 6. So that's it. Let this dry. Not totally dry. I'm going to let it at least take a set, then I'll unclamp it because I don't want it to stick too tightly to the work. Next step is the glue up of the boards, and I used a biscuit joiner using biscuit joints to hold the pieces together. Unfortunately, I lost this video, and I have no idea where it went, but you'll get the idea, and we're going to jump right into sanding. So here we are, getting pretty close to completion with the walnut desk. See that I glued it up. I just got it sanded at Public Lumber. Did a great job too. I'm very happy with this, how they came out. So I'm going to start out with 120 grit, sanding the tabletop, and then I'll move on to 220 grit. So Susan's dad gave me a really nice Ryobi sander for my birthday. This sander is easy to use, it's comfortable, and one of the nicest features on it is it uses like a Velcro attachment for the sandpaper. The other thing that's really nice too is the vacuum ports are incorporated into the pad of the sander, so it does a great job in controlling dust. The belt sander is fantastic for finishing off the edges. You just need to be careful to make sure that you're not taking away too much material, and you're just careful with how you align the sander to the edge. One last check just to make sure that the edge is square. So I sanded the whole table here with a 220 grit sandpaper. Now I just have a damp rag and I'm just getting rid of the light dust before I put a coat of tung oil on the table. I know what you're thinking. Why aren't I wearing gloves? Tung oil is pretty nasty stuff. But here we go back to that glove thing. When I was a kid, it was kind of ingrained in us that tough guys don't wear gloves. My dad never used to wear gloves, so we didn't want to wear gloves in front of him. So I can remember raking, and blisters was kind of like a sign of manhood. Anyways, I'm getting over that now. It's taken a few years, and I highly recommend when you're working with solvents and different things like this that you wear gloves. Heavily guarded by fierce doggos, I make my way to Susan's office. I've got to say, I'm really happy about this project. And how about the motor mechanism for raising and lowering? Isn't that cool?